So today we are going to be looking at transforming literal equations. And a literal equation is just an equation that involves two or more variables. Today, all of our equations are just going to involve two variables, and they will be the variables x and y. And our goal is going to be to rewrite the equations so that y is isolated. So unlike when we do traditional equations that only have one variable, we will not be solving so that x equals a number. We will actually be solving so that one variable is in terms of the other variables. And you will see why this is helpful when we move to Unit 4. But today we're just practicing being able to do that. So let's go ahead and let's start practicing. So I always tell kids whatever letter we're trying to isolate, we're going to leave that one alone. So at the very, very beginning, we want to say, okay, how can I get y all by itself? Well, I need to move the negative 7x. And to move a negative 7x, we would just add 7x to both sides. And now I would have y equals, and then I have a positive 7x and a positive 10. And I have met my goal. Y has been isolated. So again, the difference, I'm not saying y equals a number like 8. I am saying y equals this expression. So I am getting y all by itself, and I'm just moving the other terms to the other side. Okay, so on the second one, I want to remind us that this is really a negative 1 sitting in front of that. So I'm trying to isolate this. So how do I move a positive 6x? Well, I would minus 6x on both sides. So now I have negative 1x equals negative 6x plus 24. You could also write 24 minus 6x, but Mrs. Stroll's always going to leave x first. You'll again understand why as we move later into math. But I don't have y isolated quite yet. So then I ask myself, okay, how do I undo times negative 1? I'm like, oh yeah, divide by negative 1. And I just have to make sure I divide everything by negative 1. So if I divide one thing, I've got to divide everything. So then y equals a negative divided by a negative is a positive 6x, and a positive divided by a negative would be a negative 24. And now I have y isolated. All right, we are going to try the next one. So I am wanting to isolate y. So I'm going to highlight, that's the one I want to get by itself. So first thing I have to do is get rid of that 8x. And so to move a positive 8x to the other side, I'm going to minus 8x on both sides. So now I have 4y equals negative 8x plus 16. So to undo times 4, I'm going to divide everything by 4. And so those cancel out, and I'm left with y equals negative 8 divided by 4 is negative 2x, and 16 divided by 4 is 4. And I have y isolated. All right, let's move on to the next. Okay, again, I am trying to isolate the 6y. So to undo that positive 3x, I'm going to minus 3x. That'll move it to the other side. So now I have 6y equals negative 3x plus 18. And to get rid of times 6, I'm going to divide by 6, and I'll divide everything by 6. So y equals, all right, I've got a fraction. I just have to simplify it. Negative 3 divided by 6 would be negative 1/2 x, and 18 divided by 6 would be positive 3. All right, let's go ahead and try the last one. All right, I have that 5y, so I want to isolate it. So to move a negative 2x, I'm going to add 2x on both sides. So now I have 5y equals 2x plus 25. To get rid of times 5, I'm going to divide everything by 5. So y is going to equal 2 divided by 5. That can't be simplified, so I'm just going to leave it. 2 divided by 5x. But 25 divided by 5 can be simplified to plus 5. All right, last one asked me to find the mistake. So we're going to look through the work, then we are going to try to figure out, okay, where did they mess up? So first they did minus 15x. That's looking good. And they just put the negative 15x and then the plus 12, still looking good. They said divide by 3. Ooh, right here. What kind of 3x was it? It wasn't a positive 3x, it was a negative 3x. So that means they should have divided everything by negative 3. So right here, that was the mistake. So now the correct answer, let's go ahead and simplify that. Had we divided by negative 3, y would have been isolated, but negative divided by negative would have been a positive 5x, and a positive divided by a negative would have been a negative 4. So the mistake was that they lost the negative sign. So we circled the mistake right here to right there. They lost the negative sign, and now we have the correct answer. All right, that is the end of today's notes.